It's week 4 of the National Football League, and we'll see the Buccaneers rock it on quarterback. Solid performance a week ago, throwing for 3 touchdowns. It's the Buccaneers and the Eagles on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. And leading them out is their rookie quarterback, the young man out of Alabama.
And he's got to be feeling pretty good about himself right now because he's coming off of a strong performance in their team's win last week. And you can just tell, even early in his rookie season, he's starting to get really comfortable out there, and things are starting to fall into place. In fact, in talking to the rival defensive coordinator, the team he's facing this week, he told me this young man's starting to get it.
The numbers for White a week ago: 11 carries, 58 yards.
It's a very nice winning streak that they're on, and they've really seen this offense come into its own as a unit. And one of the keys is that the ground game has been established, and it's keeping the defense honest near the line of scrimmage. Sometimes that leads to huge games for him. Other times, he plays a complementary role to someone else. But however it's getting done, they're winning week after week.
First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. They'll go up the middle with White. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Jordan Davis, just a monster on that play, stopping it from going anywhere. Second and 13. James has got it. Complete. Now, this defense for the Eagles, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down. Give the rookie another one on this opening drive and a first down with it. A nice start, Charles, for the first-year passer. He's come out, made a few plays, nice plays to begin this contest.
He certainly has, and if he finishes off this drive with a touchdown pass, I vote we don't call him rookie anymore. We'll move him right to veteran and continue from there.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. The Buccaneers hit 3-0 here in the month of September. And they come in on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Opting to run again here with White. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. As you see, they have dealt with their fair share of injuries this season. But, Charles, that hasn't stopped them from putting together a very solid campaign, a very good record thus far.
I think a lot of credit has to go internally. Look, we always want to praise the head coach for holding the team together. But to me, it's the guys in the locker room putting on the uniform. Those starters who've stayed healthy, they've welcomed the backups into their ranks and showed them how to get it done. And this team, they've stayed afloat all season doing just that.
Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4 of 4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game. Like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
First down, here's White. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
White. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Bucs are on the board first here this afternoon. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass his young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis.
Threw his 10th touchdown on the year last time they had it, and he'll look to keep it going here with a 1st and 10. They begin the drive on the ground. It's White. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Holding offense.
Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
That'll be caught by James. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards on the play.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Has his man, that's James. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's 2nd down. Running out of the gun with White. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
Josh Sweat coming in strong and dropping him behind the line of scrimmage.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know. Defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
The offense on 3rd down, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 15. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be taken down well before the 1st at about the 36-yard line.
Well, that's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. Been a decent start for him here in this 1st half, but bottom line, his team's losing. They got to fix something.
And it starts with him. He has to keep that little quarterback strut going right now to make sure that his team sees him as confident. Continue to try and up his game, but just let him know, hey, if I'm around, if I'm the one calling signals and throwing the football, just follow me, we'll get there. Sometimes that will do more to elevate a team than anything else.
See if he has that confidence. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively, and second down. Back to throw here. And his throw here is incomplete.
This defense has passed its first two tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on third down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll drop to throw. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. One more drive here for the Buccaneer offense in this first half. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, he finds his running back who snuck right down the middle of the field. And all the way down to the 29. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the third quarter.
Well, this offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far. As they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
A gain of 3, second down. He'll drop to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer.
While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
18 Rattler.
Back to throw now on first down.
This is caught by McMillan.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the Eagles' 42-yard line.
2nd and 1. He finds his man, complete. It's James. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 30. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Here we go, Shaq. Street. Check out.
They run straight ahead here with White. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And 3rd and 8 now.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. It's caught. This is White. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back.
Time to get another look at this Buccaneer offense.
And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Well, every lineman knows the rule. You only get a 1-yard buffer beyond that line of scrimmage, and then the flag is thrown, and he got tagged for it there.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. They'll look to throw here. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Now a give up the middle. This is White. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilt.
And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field.
Set. Go, Reed. Go. Hut.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
He'll get that out to the flat to White.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
And now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
Come on. Set. Ready.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Throw left side complete. That's James. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. On a handoff, it's White. Down to about the 37.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
2nd and 6. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. So they'll get a... Time to come up with his 3rd down. Back now in Tampa. 1st down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. He'll look to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he has another 1st down as they get the ball down to the Eagles' 26. The 3rd down conversion successful. A gain of 11.
First down 10 at the 26-yard line.
Now back to the ground game with White.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. 2nd and 5. This is Shepard on the catch. And they'll get this down to the 10. 11 more yards there. This methodical drive continues.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
That's caught by Durham.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. On the give, it's White. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
So a decent deficit at this stage in the 2nd half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. Here it's 3rd and 2. They're going to look to throw. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Keeft,
his 1st touchdown on the year.
And the Buccaneers are able to cut into that deficit. So this is now a 9-point difference. You figure the book here says kick the extra.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession.
Ready up. Hey, check that. Street. Set.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. This is White on the screen. And a great move on the play as he takes this one past the 25. 7 yards there on the 1st down screen play.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time looked well for a solid gain.
Another catch by White. Back-to-back plays.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
They'll set up to throw.
And that's going to be incomplete.
Trying to get a big strike right there and hopefully tie this game up in the late going. But the coverage was there, and this winds up incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Check go.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
They'll come to the line now on a 3rd and 6.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Back to throw again. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards.
He found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
That is caught, and he's going to have the Bucs first down, and it is a big letdown there defensively. They somehow allow him to convert on 4th and long.
Back to throw.
Has his man, that's James. Now 2nd and 4.
Back to throw.
That'll be caught by James.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 27-yard line. He's back to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's James. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Now 1st and goal.
He'll look to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. This will cost him 11 yards there on the 2nd and goal sack. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
3rd and goal. And keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory.
Let's go now. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. 18 Pioneer. Ready.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's into the end zone. No flags. It's a touchdown. And now a 2-point conversion. And we'll be tied here in the final minute.
Do they have one big call left? Here we go. The touchdown's massive, but now they've got to have 2 to possibly take this to overtime.
The late touchdown was only half the battle. Now they need the 2-point conversion to tie the ball game. They'll try and throw for it. And it's caught. And with it, we are tied here in the 4th. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done. Get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
This offense, obviously, they could not be set up any better. They're already in field goal range after getting the stop. I mean, heck, they could kick it here to try to win it if they wanted to, Charles.
Yeah, they certainly could. So I think a few things are going through their minds on that side of the field. Number one, if you're going to run a play, you're taking care of the football. Number two, they're asking the kicker, where do you want the ball for when we line up for the game-winning field goal? Bottom line, don't give it away. Give your kicker the opportunity to end it.
And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Brandon, I'd go ahead and kick it right now. I know it's only second down, but I'd kick it and give myself a little margin for error here.
Don't wait for third. Have the extra down just in case.
If something goes wrong, messed up snap, anything like that, you fall on it, guess what? It's third down. You still have the ball. You still have a chance to kick it.
And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. They'll look to throw on third and goal. Flushed out right. And now another one thrown incomplete.
That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the fourth quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So for the Buccaneers, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2.
Two in, two up, back ends, booked up, look up, I'm flying, yeah, I'm free now, see now, society's time me release now, crazy, I'm 6 mil, coach came to me like I'm D1, like Will, got 17 hours to the flight out. Only got time for a night out. So tell me what you want from me. We ain't getting no younger. So tell me what you want from me. We ain't got too long.
What up, man? I'm looking for some superstars like you to play in some showdown events. Let's go play some 3-on-3.
Look up, I'm flying, yeah, I'm free now. See now, society's time me release now. Crazy, I'm finna go see now. Big style, big deals, vitamin.
Shut up! Hut, hut. Here we go, here we go! Go!
Like damn, why I get a like Aaron, I'ma drop top. The sun won't burn when it lit like why, but the stripes
Let's
ain't
go.
earned. I'ma get it right now, I ain't waiting no turn. Got a brand new house, try to avoid my hurt. About 6 point something in the field like church. Or the hill got whack in the set with turn. Got a 488 and glide like Kurt. I've been living up golf from the last few deals when the night check came and I still got chills to the 2K leg. I ain't even go pro, got a boss out leg. Now I'm smelling like go. Excuse baby, what they say on my chain, heard a lame. Tryna play up my name when I'm 23 to it and I'm born no brain going dumb. Hundreds in my thumb got stained. Out here everything come free. I ain't never make God, but I bet he know me. Put the money in the center, dying them streets through the boy alley hooping. I ain't riding on fleek. Got a Porsche light skin in the city. Got filled. I was 20 plus young when I got a real young black boy running. Got me out of that field. Better living off game. You should get it on film. I ain't never your kind. Late, but I'm really on time. Girl, what you put in your mind? I ain't digging your sign. True for that mind. But I made it out fine. Still in my prime. Bro, really outline. Talk like you 20 on 20 on 9. How you live with no spine? Bro, better off dying. Man, you got nerve. Bro, need to get it burned. And I'ma get it off first. Find a way you ain't surf. Look at all hurt. Funny till your ego got nerve. Boy, I made it all worse. Woke up looking like work. 150 left on my shirt. 20 on my teeth. Boy, I make an M in my sleep. Everything I want in my reach. I'ma run it off tops. Wonder where I've been. I've been pulling off lots. 454 and I'ma keep it on stock.
On the jump!
Bezel with the ticker on rocks. Things I tell me what I ain't got. Get it right now where I got it back in. Number one center, but the level on praise by the gang with a meal like Philly with a watch 250 and a so silly.
Ready, ready!
When the door got closed, I ain't feel too bad. I'ma run mine up, I'ma have some stash. Now you in a broad purse, but you going outside. Now you on the couch surfing, you keep a little rat. Living out his backpack, need to get it back. Got a grade double R and you need both lanes. Got it down to his name, but he all gang gang. But you all on my when I find that strange. Keep playing with the fire, but his get burned. But your boy got spit when the light got turned. Got it all crack when the boy won't learn. Big racked up shorty when the block gets shurned. Always sorry when the cap don't work. Got the butterfly doors and the fly like bird. And I love my but I ain't them nerd like damn. Why pie get like yarn?
I said, okay, okay, loser. We go way, way back. I won't say, okay, boomer. Sweet, I brush my teeth, but still my tooth hurt. You cannot come to the cookout. Get your hand up out the cooler. She was in my seat, I had to scooter. She was at her knees, I had to boot her. She just left the team like we ain't knew her. She just left the team like, okay, loser. Okay, loser. I ain't on my lonesome. They want me to loan some. I made a fortune. They can't let that go none. I'm doing so much that costs a shoulder. I don't blow it all on a VVS boulder. I put the verse in the I put the girl in the top teeth. Rock on my hand, make the rock wanna.
It's week 5 of the National Football League, and we'll see the Buccaneers rock it on quarterback. Solid performance a week ago, throwing for 3 touchdowns. It's the Bucs and the Falcons on Thursday night.
They'll throw on first. Grabbed by Chris Godwin. He's going to go out of bounds just short of that red zone. We get a look here at the receiving numbers for him from last week. Second and 3 now. Again for the first time to Rachaad White. And he gets this forward to the 19. That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a first down. Working inside the red zone. That's to his back. Here's Rachaad White. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. Now he'll throw off the play fake. And they will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. The Buccaneers pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. It's a Chris Godwin touchdown. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both.
Drive starts with a carry by White. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Gonna be second down. Well, as we get a look at their key inactives this week, we can tell they've dealt with their fair share of injuries, but Brock still playing a lot of winning football.
They've just been able to feed off that adversity. Every time they've won with guys out, you can just feel it's like a boost. Just that boost of morale that we can do this. And those guys who are out, the ones recovering, well, you know they love to see it. It's pushing them to recover and get back out there so they can be a part of this run.
Hauled in by Godwin. And he gets him around 6 there. D. Alford getting there for the stop. Third and just 2 to go. Motion man sent left. Here he is to throw on 3rd and 2. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up. Looking for Chris Godwin that time. And now they're left with 4th and short. Out of the gun, White. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3. Tight end motioning right. From the 33 on 2nd down. On target to Godwin. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And that's good enough for a Tampa 1st down. Up the middle, here goes White. And he's charged towards the line. That's right around 3 yards.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it. And we'll move to the next.
We've arrived at the end of one on Thursday night. 7-0 is our score. We'll make our return to Mercedes-Benz Stadium after this. Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Buccaneers football as we begin. They'll be set up 2nd and 7. From midfield now. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No connection on the last play, and out 3rd down. They'll throw it. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball into your hands, number 1. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn good play into a great play.
2nd and goal coming up, 5 yards to the end zone. It's a design boot. The shot to the end zone is incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And now it'll be 3rd and goal. They'll try and throw it here. And they're going to take this to the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers take a 13-0 lead. It's a Chris Godwin touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is...
White trying this straight ahead. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Running on 2nd with White. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that 1st down. 3rd down, 1 yard to go. Here's White again. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run in need of some attention. Going to the ground again on 1st. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Now, hold on a second. We have a player in some pretty clear pain following that play. That's Rachaad White, who's getting some attention from the trainers. On the give, this is Irving. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Stopped that time by Marcus May. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Sending a receiver left. Throwing on 3rd and long. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete.
You know, I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or just had a surprise break in concentration. So unusual to see one dropped unless there's a hit involved.
Pass play on 1st and 10. Escapes the pocket. He's got Godwin working that sideline. And they can't chop to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Shotgun handoff to Irving. Crosses the 35, room for more. And he's going to be taken down at the 28. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
Even with everything he racked up on that run, you could argue he deserved maybe a little bit more. That call was the perfect one to break for big yards. The only thing that saved the defense from a score was getting that contact to slow him down and eventually, finally, stop him.
He has it at the 5. And he's going to reach the 6 before he goes out. That's a good find from the Alabama rookie, and that'll give him a new set of downs. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Irvin here from the gun. And he's going to fight forward and get in. Touchdown! The Buccaneers grow the lead coming out of halftime. He would not be denied that close to the end zone, Brock. I think it might have taken 5 or 6 guys tackling him to keep him from diving across the line for 6.
Certainly a second-effort touchdown, no question. The backs who become fan favorites, we've seen it through the generations, and they set the curve for their peers, are the ones who just fight through that stop. It will not be denied of a touchdown.
They give to Edmonds up the middle. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Slot receiver headed left. Here we go, 2nd and 9. This one's taken in by Otten. Decent gain here, but short of the 1st.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
If only this defense could look like that on every play, Kate. They were angry, motivated, focused. And they took that anger out on him and this offense, forcing a 4th down.
My phone's charging.
Let's go now.
Airing it out to start this drive. Finds his man. It's Godwin. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. And the third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Straight ahead, it's Irving. Blast through midfield. And he's finally hauled down at the 43. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that third down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
First down, and they go right back to it. And they beat him to the edge. That run stops back at the line. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this, it's over. Over.
He's going deep. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Here's the give to Irving. And he got what he could there, only to the 14. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Has it down close. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his right. Has the Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers take a 4th quarter lead. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Brock. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only...
Irving on the inside give. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Right back to Irving now. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. New set of downs for him at the 38. Once again, Irving. stopped after running it up across the 45 to the 46. No surprises here. Defense quick to stop that clock. We've got 1:53 left in this game. Going with Irving here. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Now whistles and a timeout taken quickly by the defense. 1:50 left to go. Carry here for Irving. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. The Falcons take a timeout to their final one. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Now it's Irving. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Give him about 3 yards, and now they're going to have 3rd and 5 to figure out. He'll throw it. Complete out to the right. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains. This is the type of performance a former quarterback just like yourself, Brock, can marvel at. He's carried a great performance through much of this game. Even as the defense adjusted, tried to slow him down, none of it mattered.
I like the way you say that right there, Kate, because these moments the game does slow down. It is so fast on the field for the normal person, but when a QB's in a rhythm like this, the game is slow and he is dicing them. This is situational football at its best. There's still some time left to bleed off the clock. But the really important thing here is you've got to bleed every second of that clock that you can.
Your favorite formation, right, Brock? The victory formation here as he takes a knee.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot. And now you can enjoy the victory.
So it's a win for the visiting Buccaneers. And they take the first skirmish with their division rivals, with a chance at a sweep awaiting them later in the year in their building.
Stripping off grades and just be making up different reasons for my nieces. For my day, I pick enough to keep it up, but ain't no thing straight, cause ain't no reason for this money to stay. Like, what you want? What you want? I got Jesus giving money, what you want? I've been sitting and pitching this for a reason to cry, so I'ma say I love you, but keep a look on my eye, cause I can never really want you unless it's money or prize. So when I say I really love you, boy, just know it's a lie. Like, I ain't mean it. I ain't mean it. I just need another reason for a sequence. Another bag, another season, another description, another feeling. Boy, God, I gave him a lot, but I keep.
Homie got a pump cause he got no. Homie stay tripping cause I got no funds. Homie got a pump cause he got no. Homie stay tripping cause I got no funds. Homie got a bump with ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump with ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump with ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump with ain't not fun. Boy, can I drop your bag sass? I've been here from the start. A little snapback, homie, with a plug in his heart. Took these Billy Strum cards and now they rip me apart. Now they run around in circles like them kids in the park. Not afraid of the dark, there ain't no monster inside. I pray to Jesus Christ, homie, they just keep me alive. Why you keep it 53? Cause I've been wrestling with pride. I try to keep it like I'm Texas, got the stop on my side. Girl, you know I'm a saint, so why you giving me hell? My uncle back up on the block and now they begging for bail. He always calling me for paper cause he know I'm the trail. Now I'm eating my McDonald's, I was fresh out of jail. Now I made it out of chunk, at least I know I'm up, boy, thump. Like my name is Jumper, up a pump, boy, I bump. In that Billy Strong, he ain't know, he ain't thump. He just grabbed the pump and made it go dumb. Got a pump cause he got no. Homie stay tripping cause I got no funds. Homie got a pump cause he got no. Homie stay tripping cause I got no funds. Homie got a bump with ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump with ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump with ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump with ain't not fun.
I'm an airport baby, I'm too fly to count. Count nothing cash, yeah, it's too high to count. I've been dealing with too fake to doubt. Acting like they are what they not for their clout. They just sucking my blood, they can love what you count. Flowing like water, three with the snows on the ops gonna plow. They all in the sewers and south in the clouds. I'ma stay down to the sound, to the sound, to the sound. On the floor to the cut, to the cut, to the cut. When I bang to the cut, got no paper, told him quit the pocket, watching jeans ripping at the seams, holding on some dead foes. Schizophrenic with the bag, listen to the money, nigga praying every day. Glad to say I was broke, tell him battle. Now I got my bands up, 1000 on the bill just to keep the pants up. Only on the real note, I couldn't fake what I've been doing. All my real ones know this nigga riding for his unit. 53, I'm throwing up, they see the chain, I keep it tough. Say she feeling little nigga, try to look. Say she love me for my smile, so I'm looking mean as Seen his head squawking, so I'm keeping feathers plucked.
Boy, I got a bump, we ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump, fun. Boy, I got a bump, we ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump, fun.
Hey, yo, fresh out the beta game in my jeans. Black, slap, what do that mean? It mean that banging. Have my hand out, let me hang. Hey, break down, stay down, look what I make now. Hit boy, earthquake, boy, it's a shakedown. I done so much work, they think it's fake now. Big fish, every beat is just bait now. Got rich, some switch, they try to hate now. Leave, I'm straight, I got a rake now. Need cheese, cash app, Venmo, PayPal, pumped up to the max. I'm finna break down, flow water, big trip. Hit boy, work with you, that's a luxury. Don't step on my Crocs, D's. Fresh out the beta game in my jeans. Black, slap, what do that mean? It mean a banging. Have my hand out, let me hang. These new can't with me. If I do a song with you, that's a luxury. If hit boy work with you, that's a luxury. Don't step on my Crocs, these luxury. Luxury. Ha, these luxury. Ha. Luxury, they can't with me. Slow it. I ain't finna stop till they make the rap blow it. Shout out Yaya, she was with me at my lowest. Best baby daddy in the world, and you know it. I thought that I was done. He said hop back in. Made it to the league. This is not Pac-10. Headline set, that's a big back end. Let the beat drop, bring that back in. Fresh out the beta game.
It's week 6 of the National Football League. And we'll see the Buccaneers' electric quarterback. He comes in second in the league in passing yards this season. It's the Buccaneers and the Saints, and it's all just ahead on Madden NFL 25.
It is time for football. So the Tampa Bay offense set to work for the first time in this one. They'll be led out by a young man who's making a name for himself. Their rookie quarterback.
A lot of things jump off the tape when you watch last week, Mike, but it was really just the overall execution of the game plan that stuck out the most. I mean, not only did he get them in the end zone a handful of times, he protected the ball, and he routinely exploited the weaknesses that they found during the week on film. He's going to be looking to do the same thing over these next 4 quarters. If he's successful, they're going to have a shot to leave here with another win.
His pass caught by Richie James. The rookie from Alabama on target there. It is a first down.
A gain of 16 yards. And the Buccaneers first down.
They'll look to throw. And the reception for Chris Godwin. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. Second and a yard. They'll run with the third-year man. It's Rachaad White. And that should be enough. He works his way forward to pick up a first down.
2 yards on the play. First down, Tampa Bay.
On first down, right back to White. And this will be a short gain down to the 41-yard line. Colin Saunders getting in there to make the tackle. They face second down and 7. They'll send him over to the left. Back to throw. Looking middle there, but it's incomplete.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
It's a gain of 12 there. It's a first down for Tampa Bay.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Right back to Irving. He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Mike, these are the spots that if I was a play caller, I think I'm calling up something down the field. You know the defense is really packed in tight, anticipating a run. Now's the time, play action and throw it over their head. They take a little bit more of a conservative approach, still get stopped for no gain, brings up third and short.
Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work first and 10. Now this time they'll look to throw. And this throw out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
They went for it all on that one and just a little bit off. Ball winds up hitting the ground. They've got to move forward. The opportunities are out there. Better execution, better location, and they got some big plays in their future.
A successful drive, but in danger of stalling. Trying to convert now on 3rd and 7. He'll drop to throw. And he'll take it on in. Chris Godwin. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year.
And that was just a great drive, really from start to finish, Mike. You could see the play caller just really finding his rhythm, mix in run, mix in pass, results in the touchdown pass. But really everything they did, the entire possession, worked to perfection. When you can sustain the drives like that,
out comes the offense, led by their quarterback as they take over once again. He had the touchdown pass earlier, adding to his season total. You get a look at the NFL leaders in touchdown passes to this point this season. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. A pass, it's complete. It's Shepard.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. You did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. Quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
3rd and a yard. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Pass thrown deep for Godwin. That one is batted away. Incomplete. No separation that time. Tightly defended. It brings up 4th down. Right away, they'll set up to throw. First down throw there is incomplete.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
Try again. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run over center with White. And he'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5, and here comes 3rd down. Now they'll set up to throw. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete. They send Godwin in motion. Back to throw here to begin the drop. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down. Timeout here, Tampa Bay. That is their 2nd, as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half. He'll look to throw. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete. What can they do here? This is 3rd and forever. He's going to let this one go deep. And penalty flags come in as it winds up incomplete, but no doubt there was contact there. The crowd does not agree with that call. Boos ring out. Doesn't matter. Not going to change it. It's a 1st down. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Going to wind up incomplete.
It's pretty remarkable at this stage, Mike, that they're even winning this game. I mean, anytime a quarterback is completing less than 50% of his throws, you just don't see that very often, and it just seems like time and time again, this quarterback and his intended targets, they're just not on the same page.
A throw on the run is complete. Call it a gain of 13. Good for a Buccaneers 1st down.
So far here early, Mike, the key for this offense has been their ability to maintain possession by converting on these 3rd downs. It's going to be a big storyline the rest of
the offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. And he is in the midst of a sensational season, currently 2nd in the NFL in passing yards. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. Here comes Otten in motion. Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. They send Godwin in motion. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. Trying to make a play out of the pocket. Couldn't do it. It's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier Howard.
So you find yourself with a lead here in the second half. And up until this point, I think he's done a pretty good job being a contributor.
Now, faking the give. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. Back to the air once more on 2nd down. He'll find his running back, White. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
They'll try to run for it. Here's White. And he's not going to get the 1st down. Met and brought down in the backfield on 3rd and short. They do. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. That's Otten. Open downfield. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45. Throwing now from the gun. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. That one, incomplete. He was looking for Rashad White out of the backfield. And it'll be 3rd down. Now a ball deep, middle of the field. That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike, living in these 3rd and longs.
Receiver in motion, headed left. Throwing now on 1st and 10. Open man downfield. That's Godwin. A great connection there. They're going to bring it down inside the 35-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. They run with White. He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to 3rd down. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. They send Godwin in motion. Now, on 3rd and 2, they'll try and throw for it. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. That's a pair of hookups on this drive. This one goes for 14 yards and a 1st down.
And how about the poise of this quarterback? You find yourself down here late in the 4th quarter, Mike, facing a tough 3rd down. You've got to have it. You know what? Calls the play, he breaks the huddle, and he's like, you know what, Coach? I got it. That's a big-time throw to now keep this drive alive as they go down looking for that go-ahead touchdown.
They send a receiver in motion left. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. This one is caught by Shepard. And it'll be taken down after a gain of 9 and 3rd down. Coming up. They're called in at the 2. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be 1st and goal. They'll go with the sneak, and he will drive his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that 4th quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to...
On play action, he'll set up to throw. Throwing right, it's taken in. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. On the handoff, it's White. And that's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7. 2nd down and 3. They'll look to throw. He'll find his receiver. It's James. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. 1st and 10. Back to throw. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down. On 2nd down, a run with White. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line.
4th quarter, you find yourself protecting a 1-possession lead. It's a fine line, Mike, between do I keep the ball on the ground, continue to work the clock, or stay aggressive, try to extend this lead to a multiple-possession game. That's the balance this play caller is dealing with right now.
to the end zone there, but it is incomplete. They put a receiver in motion to the left. On 2nd and 10, they'll try to throw to the goal line and in. Rachaad White. Touchdown, Tampa. Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. Not much happening there. Just a short gain. Here's a 2nd and 9. Another run here with White. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's 3rd down. Checking it down, this one is caught. New Orleans' 3rd and final timeout. And it comes with exactly 1 minute left in the game. Here's a give up the middle with White. He's down inside the 10. A gain of 4. Here's 2nd and 6. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. Here's 3rd and 7. So a win here for the visiting Bucs. They continue to be the hottest team in the NFL here in the first couple of months of the season as they remain unbeaten.
She ain't 808. 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 I ain't giving nothing back, and I'm going so far, I ain't coming back. I ain't giving nothing back, and I'm going so far, I ain't coming back. I ain't giving nothing back, and I'm going so far, I ain't coming back. I ain't giving nothing back, and I'm going so far, I ain't coming back.
Total team effort today, guys.
Passport stamp, let's do the money dance. Back in, call your friend, now we in friends. International man, tats on my hand. Take a trip with a pilot, I tell you when we land. You know I'm down with the whales, I be by the sand. On sun, yeah, it's blowing in the wind. What you doing? We kung fu and I beat it up. They never heard me on the beat when it speeded up. 100 If you take a shot, make sure you hold the ball right. 1-800, yeah, bad, my type, yeah, it's my type. I love the way that she put it all on me. The best things don't come for free. 100 racks, she be tempted. 100 racks, she should take chances. 100 racks, she's in this bed. 100 racks, she can get this all night. All night. All night. You can tell when it's Tokyo, it's all heat. Don't ride in the back, jump in the front seat. By the end of the night, she gon' love me. She don't even know me, she wanna hug me. It's a vision, little baby, I'm moving cozy. Most solid in the game, it can't fold me. How you do it, it's so fluid, let's get to it. If you want something, gotta commit to it. This is something that jam to and sip to it. I can show you how to do it, take you right to it. Made in Wales and it got a twist to it. This ain't Big Shine, but I'm making good music. How you keep rhyming, man, I'm used to it. You should be too, I like it see-through. And if we dancing on the floor, I'ma need you. And if we dancing on the floor, I'ma need you. 100 racks, she be dancing. 100 racks, she should take chances. 100 racks, she's in this bed. 100 racks, she can get this all night. All night. All night. 100 racks, she be dancing. 100 racks, she should take chances. 100 racks, she's in this bed. 100 racks, she can get this all night. All night. All
I ain't seen real problems since seen nothing. I ain't seen real, I ain't seen real problems since tripping off grades. I just be making up different reasons for my nieces. For my day, I pick it up to keep it up, but ain't no thing straight, cause ain't no reason for this money to stay. Like what you want, what you want. I got Jesus giving money, what you want. I've been sitting and pitching this for a reason to cry, so I'ma say I love you, but keep a look on my eye, cause I can never really want you less than money or pride, so why not?
Count me in still up.
I just touched down in LA, the Spanish, my favorite. This that G, I keep it playing, so I put it on. She be in me, she just made a big. I got rolling over. Speeding to the money like I'm running from the feds. Posted with my this say yeah. I'm like, whoa, see residuals.
It's week 7 of the National Football League, and we'll see the Buccaneers rock it on quarterback. He's been sensational as he leads the league in touchdown passes. It's the Bucs and the Ravens.
So the Tampa Bay offense set to work for the first time in this one. They'll be led out by a young man who's making a name for himself, their rookie quarterback.
There wasn't really anything fancy about their performance in last week's win, Mike. I mean, he had the one interception. He would clearly like to have that one back. But for the most part, thought he did a nice job keeping the ball out of harm's way. However, it's clear after reviewing the film, he left a lot of opportunities out there. I think there was a lot of meat left on that bone. The 2 touchdown passes, those were great. If he's going to continue to lead his team to more wins in the future, he has to do a better job identifying those mismatches, finding those opportunities, and when they present themselves, he's got to take it.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
He'll drop to throw. There's a throw right side. It's going to be incomplete.
The whole idea of that short pass is designed to get the ball into the hands of the receiver in space and let him do the rest after the catch. But the key word there, Mike, is get the ball into the hands of the receiver. He doesn't secure the catch, so there is no run after. He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
And the reception for Chris Godwin. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. Think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. This one on target to Godwin. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
They'll go again with White. And that one going to be closed down in the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing in and dropping him for a loss. Throwing now on 3rd and long. That is going to be pulled in. He's got it. Mike Evans. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself...
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. He'll try the right side with White, and he'll get forward for about a yard. Kyle Hamilton, the former Notre Dame star, able to make the play. 3rd and 9. Now they'll set up to throw. That's caught. It's Evans. Remember, he had the touchdown on the opening drive, and here on drive 2, he gets a first down with that catch.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They'll run with the rookie from Oregon. It's Bucky Irving. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
And you see the nice pickup here by Bucky Irving, and it's kind of one of those guys, Mike, that we use that phrase, he's quicker than he is fast. You know, you line him up in the 40-yard dash, and maybe he doesn't jump off the page at you, but he makes people miss in the hole. He's got great vision, great instincts with the ball. A lot of that you can't coach, and I'll tell you, they are really high on him in this Tampa Bay Bucs organization.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. Over the middle, that's Godwin. And they'll take this down inside the 35. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Now, faking the give. And that is incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up a key third down? That's a smart play. 2nd down, don't force it if it's not there. He's able to tuck it, pick up some extra yards, and set up a more manageable third down.
Let's go now. 19 tight. 19 tight.
They send Godwin in motion.
Go.
They'll try and throw for it on 3rd and 1. Open man, right side. He's got it. A gain of 11 on that one. It's a first down for Tampa Bay. On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. That is caught. What a job to keep the play alive. Mike Evans. Touchdown, Tampa. That's his 2nd touchdown of this one, and he's got a half dozen for the year. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass he'll say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down. He'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to find his running back downfield. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25. Man in motion, heading left. To the air now on 1st and 10. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. They'll look to throw yet again. He'll let this go towards the end zone. That is caught. What a throw. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
You hear coaches, you hear commentators, everybody talks about that middle four, Mike, the final 2 minutes of the second quarter and the first 2 minutes of the third quarter. Here they are now. They go down and they steal a late touchdown to end the half. Remember, they're going to get the ball first coming out of the break.
They'll start this on the ground, and here's White. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. They'll run with Irving. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line.
So as we take a look at the box score, Mike, you realize here they got the lead. We're in the second half, but they don't have a lot of rush yards. It's because they use the passing game to score points and establish the lead. Now, how we judge their run game is from here to the end of the game. Can they pile up yards now in the second half and close this game out?
And the defense was ready for him this time. Did not have the same room to run. That one's no gain. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Now this time they'll look to throw. That's complete there to James. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
Another great throw, and that's been the story as you check out these numbers. I mean, he has done everything this team has asked of him and more.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. On a zone read, a give to White. He'll be taken down after a short pickup. It's at the 27. Here's 2nd and 9. With the middle of the field, he's got Evans. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line.
Nice grab there by Evans, and at this point, Mike, it's really hard to argue against him being a future Hall of Famer. I mean, he currently holds the NFL record, the most consecutive 1,000-yard seasons to start a career, and at the look of it, I don't think there's any signs of him slowing down.
Nothing doing there. He'll go down behind the line.
Let's go now.
They'll send him over to the left. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. This is caught at the 2. And the Bucs are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Now, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
This one is pulled in. Are the feet in bounds? Yes. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. The teamwork was just ideal there. Greg, we don't see practice all week, but we see it pay off in the game. And before the try, remember, it is a touchdown. All scoring plays are reviewed, so replay will confirm this one before we do anything else.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So, ruled a touchdown originally. They didn't find any reason to overturn it, and it stays on the board. Back to throw here to begin the drive. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
That's Otten, open downfield. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45. On first down, it's White. Not much there, maybe a yard.
Ready? Let's go.
A give. This is Irving. He'll get in behind his blockers, get forward for a pickup of 3. The veteran Kyle Van Noy in on the tackle. Here comes 3rd and 6. They'll look to throw. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down. Back to throw. Open man downfield. That's Godwin. He is in. Chris Godwin. Touchdown, Tampa. And he continues to remain on fire. That is a rare NFL day. 5 touchdown passes thrown.
And, Mike, at this point, the defense just looks...
Throwing now on 1st and 10. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down. He'll drop to throw. Godwin working the right side. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. Here's 1st and 10. On the give, it's White. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10. A give, and here's White. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Now it's White, and he will have the 1st down. Not a huge run, but enough to move the chains.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the 1st down.
Go, Reed, go. Let's go now.
Here's Irving. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. That is a worrisome development here late in the game. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming.
Hurt. Here we go, set.
Right back to Irving. And he'll be close to a 1st down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short. This would go a long way to sealing this one. 3rd and a yard. He'll go again here with Irving. And he is going the wrong way. Tackled back at the 7. So, fire the cannons. It's a win for the Bucs. They continue to be the hottest team in the NFL here in the first couple of months of the season as they remain unbeaten.
Like damn, why I get a like urn? I'ma drop top. The sun won't burn when it lit like what, but the stripes ain't earned. I'ma get it right now. I ain't waiting no turn. Got a brand new house, tryna avoid my hurt. About 6 point something in the field like church. Or the hood got whack and the set went turn. Got a 488 in the glide like Kurt. I've been living off golf from the last few deals. when the night check came and I still got chills. Hit a 2K lick, I ain't even go pro. Got a boss outlet, now I'm smelling like gold. Call me Ice Cube, baby, where they sit on my chain. Heard a lame tryna play up my name when I'm 23 to it. And I'm going no brain, going dumb with these hundreds in my thumb. Got stank. Out here, everything come free. I ain't never met God, but I bet he know me. Put the money in a set of dying them streets. Through the boy alley hooping, I ain't riding on fleek. Got a Porsche light skin in the ceiling, got peeled. I was 20 plus young when got real. Young black boy running, got me out of that field. Better living off game, you should get it on film. I ain't never your kind, late but I'm really on time. Girl, what you put in your mind, I ain't digging your sign. True for that mind, hurt but I made it out fine. Still in my prime, bro, really outline. Talk like he Tony out grind, throwing 20 on 9. How you live with no spine, bro, better off dying. Man, you got nerve, bro, need to get a bird. And I'ma get it off first, find a way you ain't surf. You looking all hurt, funny till your ego got nerve. Boy, I made it all worse, woke up looking like I'ma run it off tops, wonder where I've been pulling off lots.
It's rare to see a young guy taken so high play this well at this point in the season.
When the door got closed, I ain't feel too bad. I'ma run mine up, I'ma have some stash. Now you in a broad purse, but you going outside. Now you on the couch surfing, you keep a little rag. Living out his backpack, need to get it back. Got a grade double R and need both lanes. Got a dollar to his name, but he all gang. Well, you all on my when I find that strange. Keep playing with the fire, but his get burned. But your boy got spit when the light got turned. Got it all crack when the boy won't learn. Big racked up shorty when the block gets shurned. Always sorry when the cap don't work. Got the butterfly doors and the fly like bird. And I love my but I ain't them nerd like damn. Why pie get like yarn?
Yes, them a look good in my tight little dress. Rock it up and me make the man them obsessed. Put in the work when we dance and we sweat. Dangerous when you get smooth like the skin on my face. Draw figure 8 when we wind up my waist. Bumper and boom, we no need either weight. If you get it to the top of the plate. Wanna run it up, run it up all night. If the lights went down, get your kip up, baby. You wanna drop it down, pick it up, turn around, lift it up for you all night. Bet you wanna get some of my. You just want the flavor, flavor. 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 I said, okay, loser. We go way back. I won't say okay, boomer. Sweet, I brush my teeth, but still my tooth hurt. You cannot come to the cookout. Get your hand up at the cooler.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we'll see the Buccaneers rock it on quarterback. He's your top dog in the league this season, ranking first in passing yards. It's the Buccaneers and the Falcons, next on Madden Football.
It's the National Football League, presented by... So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. And leading them out is their rookie quarterback, the young man out of Alabama.
And he's certainly putting together an MVP-type season, leading the league in both passing yards and touchdown passes. There have not been too many defenses that have been able to stop him or even slow him down. So he's got his sights set on another big game right here.
A first carry for Rachaad White. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And
this is going to be a Bucs first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Let's go.
They go right back to White here on first down. Oh, and now some space to operate. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first. Absolutely no trouble moving the ball on the ground on the first two plays from scrimmage.
Absolutely. You know what I really like? Same guy carrying the ball in both plays, and what drives me crazy is when a back has a nice run, he taps his helmet to go out of the game. I would want the ball again and again and again because you've established really nice momentum, and now you're seeing the field really well.
Well, only 3 plays in here, but really, Charles, a solid start for this offense, and now we'll see if they can continue their mission to end this drive in 6.
And I wonder if their play caller right now is reflecting on that last big play that they've had on this drive. Do you come back with something similar, or do you have a counter to it to kind of show it and go to something else and create another big play?
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They run straight ahead here with White, and he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. In motion goes the tight end. On play action, they'll throw, eluding the pressure right. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And with it, time has expired on the first quarter. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their 2nd drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it.
Ready up. 70 Timberwolves. Take go.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And this is incomplete. This, the 2nd meeting of these two teams. You might recall they met back in Week 5. And it was the visiting Bucs who came away victorious, so they'll look to claim the season series with a win here in Tampa.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. This is a diving effort by Evans. What a catch. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a 1st down. They'll go up the middle with White. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that. And by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know that funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team.
Got a man downfield. It's Otten. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. In motion left, Godwin. 2nd and 9 now. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They're going to look to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Bucs first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football.
He'll look to throw. Out to the right here to Shepard. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On 1st and 10, here's Irving.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
Bucky Irving, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bucs go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points.
2 good drives on their first 2 possessions. Remember, the first wound up in a field goal, but we all know field goals aren't going to cut.
Buccaneers offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he's an early front runner for MVP in the NFL here in the first half of the season. As you can see, he's a league leader in passing yards at this stage of the game. They'll start on the ground with Irving.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
A.J. Terrell coming up to make the play. Here's 2nd and 10.
They'll send the big tight end in motion right. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10.
This one taken in by Otten.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Now a give, Irving running right.
And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. This is caught by Evans. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 31-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
First down, here's White.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
He hasn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And he stopped immediately there. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down looming. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches.
They'll try and run here with Irving. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And they'll get it down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. It's a quarterback sneak. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. So it's 3rd and goal, and now the question, can this Falcon defense stand tall once more?
They'll try and sneak it here. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Buccaneers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about...
Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. And you think he...
Ready.
On the ground, it's Irving to start the drive. And he's got room. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone.
I guess it's good we can't really read the mind of the defensive coordinator now, huh?
Had him pinned back there deep, give up that run. Can't be happy.
Yeah, whatever's in his mind right now, we probably couldn't say over the air.
Pass at 20 for a short gain, second down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Tampa. It's the Bucs. They've got the football. They also are in front here on the scoreboard as we start the fourth. From the 21, here's 2nd and 6. Shepard goes in motion. 2nd and 6. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Now a give up the middle. This is White. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Now I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You take in charge.
And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 45-yard line. Running out of the gun with White. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. This offense so far on third down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 30. They will run with White out of the shotgun. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Here we go.
He'll keep it himself. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. 14 yards that time, and a first down on the keeper.
All right, I don't want to get too poetic here where they talk about, the eyes being the windows of the soul. You know what else the eyes do? They see the open spaces on a field, and those eyes carry your legs to those spots, and that's what happened on that play. He saw an opening and went and got it.
Well, he really hasn't ran the ball all game. Fourth quarter here, need a big play, able to pick it up. So whatever the eyes saw and created, it worked. 2 yards to go, second down. Opting to run again here with White. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll look to throw here. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucks. Mike Evans with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Buccaneers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of... And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
On the jump. Let's go.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 18-yard line.
Set, go.
And they take a knee. So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay.
Well, on one side of this, Charles, an impressive victory. On the other, I mean, you think about it, they scored in the first quarter, but then they didn't score in quarters 2, 3, or 4. They're going to have a lot of work to do before stepping back on the field.
Yeah, it'll be an interesting tape to analyze, won't it? Because why did it work in the first quarter, but nothing in quarter?
I've been shooting from a cannon. Mid-flight, here to recite, I ain't landing. Handles like a vandal at night, you can't grab it. Fire underneath my hood is